Okay, good. Hello everybody, my name is Libretta here and we have returned back to our final video. What is going to be of Libretta. We have done this for long enough now and it is time to finish it. But in the last time, if you've watched it all the way through, we encountered a very serious game issue where we only received 2 rim-rimmed glasses and now we are able to acquire the third. And what I had to do in order to fix this problem is contact vgperson, the developer of the game, and say, what do I do about the situation? I know it's really annoying that the game just doesn't allow me to progress through. And vgperson said re-download the game as this might have been a unupdated version. So I downloaded this game as soon as it came live. So with all due respect, thank you very much. I wouldn't have known what to do without vgperson. Yellow on the left and purple on the right. Okay. So now we put no, yes, and now we place the long lost glass there, and now we go back here, go to the left, fill it up with yellow, and voila! Oh, I can't take them. Fine. Warning, do not allow the red, yellow, and blue liquids to come into direct contact with one another. This could result in a catastrophic explosion. Be sure to wear eye protection at all times. Sally, I just got home from university today and I'd like to burn off some energy. You found a key. Excellent. Is it the key to my heart? Okay. Could you do something, please? You seem to have done what you needed. You aren't going to touch this anymore. But what if I want to? What if I want to touch it? Alright, fine. I'm gonna save this. No. A key for a loom of glasses. Okay, this key doesn't seem to go in that door. Good. For night shift only. Oh, is it the room at the back? I believe there was a room at the back of the place. Like this one over here. Before that, hang on. Just need to check something with the recording. Okay, I'll turn it down an insy-tinsy bit so hopefully you can hear me rather than hear this game over my microphone. A key from the room of glasses. You unlock the door. Huzzah. Everything seems to be very fuzzy. Hi. You feel like this room is really important. Important to you, and important to someone else. Okay. A diary. Did that Buddy Rabbit just turn? Though it seems very well taken care of, nothing is actually written in it. Even so, you start to feel bad about looking. You found a leaf. Oh, good. It's a math test. There are a few doodles of cute girls in the margins. Okay. Act 4, Scene 6. A figure cloaked in shadow enters from stage left. It looks like left was crossed out and changed to right. A crowd takes notice and points. Crowd, who goes there? Figure, who? Indeed, even those who thought to know me. And I realize the same of them. I never did quite realize my true identity. But now it is time that I finally make it known. I am You can't find any more pages. Okay, so your true identity was not well arranged haphazardly, but somehow you felt each one was carefully picked. Okay, what about the other side? Where is every single book arranged haphazardly? There's this book as well. I want to be a bird. At least a pretty little bird. At least so all my troubles down on land could go up and disappear. I want to be a bird. At least a pretty little bird. At least I want to be a bird. At least who's anywhere but here? I had no control over that dialogue. A stuffed rabbit. It's so cute. I bet it's not. All of this seems so familiar somehow. Like this rhyme, for instance. I'm sure I once read a... Huh? What kind of book was it? Do you remember? No. Hold on. Why did I ask you that? Why would I expect you to know? And why did you not find it strange? Never mind. Let's keep moving. Maybe I just need to give it some time. You sure? Okay, good. I can traverse through this without it pausing on me. Let's read the diary once more, just in case something's changed. Let's just close it. And let's save up. Okay, we can't save. Somehow I thought I could save there. Friend! Oh yeah, remember I could go through. Thank you. A leap of faith. It's all blank. Maybe we need to fill it up with something. I don't know. What we got now? We got from a tree. Oh, there's something there now. Except for the very last page, which just has a big arrow pointing up. Oh, hi. I didn't make a correct decision then. What was that save point all wiggly for a sudden? Okay, we're going from up to complete down. Hey. What goes about your business? Hi. Libra? I thought you'd left me. I can't say I'm not used to that. There's something I meant to tell you earlier when I asked you about your fears. Don't take this the wrong way, but in a way, your reply deeply upset me. The things that scare me most, surely they'd scare you too, but unlike me, I suppose they just don't even cross your mind. So I'm on my own, fearing things no one else even has to worry about. I'm sorry, it's not your fault. I had to get it out. What do you want? But please, if you can, try not to leave me again. You really freak me out, girl. Okay, now you're gone. Hey, how did that test go? Oh, it went fine, probably. Probably. Okay, fine. I haven't actually looked at it. I just stuffed it away, you know, to look at later. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. Can you blame me? I'm sure I did. I'm sure you did great. You told me you tried your best on it, right? Well, yeah. Alright, I'll look at it for you. No, you don't have to. Oh, wow. See? It's A95. That's really good. Your study really paid off. Huh? Wait, really? That's impossible. There's a bunch of questions I didn't even... Why are you surprised? You're the one who earned it. Earned it. Those dolls are really cute, too. I wonder if they get you any extra points. Yes, those are the biggest reason. And those are the biggest reasons I didn't want you looking. But, thanks. You're welcome, but thanks for what? Well, about the doodles, for one. Forget it. See you later. Okay. Why is that a thing? Hey Libra, how do you think it feels to not even exist, you know, at all? What sort of question is that? Yeah, I know, it's hard to imagine. What is it with you, with these weird questions? But somehow, I think I felt that way sometimes. Sorry, no, I know. Just no. I really don't. I really do not. Hi. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for the lovely cake. So, only 8 days until Halloween. What you dressing up as this year? I'm just gonna dress up as a pumpkin. Hey, are you feeling okay? I'm not hungry, I guess. Maybe we should do gifts first. I'm itching to give you my present. Yeah, well, if you're looking forward to it, I probably should be too. So, what do you think it is? Well, I don't know. I think it's a bag of Maltesers. Thanks so much. Your gifts are always so thoughtful. I wouldn't settle for anything less for you. I wouldn't settle for any less for you. Hey. Yeah? I need to tell you something. Tomorrow. Or this week. Or, well, sometime. You always seem to be forgetting to do things. I wonder if this is only within Libra's imagination to see past events of her friend here. I've forgotten her name entirely, by the way. Did you see something? No? You're asking me my name. It's... How is this go telepathical? You're asking me my name. It's Camille, isn't it? Yeah. No, it is. Was it Camille? Why? Why can't I remember? It's my own name. Maybe I forgot. I forgot because only one person could ever call me that. What are these events for? Oh, we just went to the book. You beat me again? I swear I'm not actually that good at this. I bet you're letting me win on purpose. And if I am, then you should at least be honest about it, dummy. Hee What is it with this horrible game? Not a horrible game, but horrible conversations that happen throughout it. That makes it a story. By the way, any idea what I should wear? Well, at least something. Wear to what? My, my date with Susie. You have a date with Susie? Oh, come on. Why are you getting all shy about it? She seems really into you, too. It's not about that. Or maybe it's only a little about that. It's not like I haven't dated before, but it's because Mom and Dad don't know about her, or about this, for that matter. Yeah, shyness. Yeah, I know. But I don't think you have anything to worry about. It'll only get harder to keep it under wraps. Maybe you should... Why did my PS3 just turn on automatically? Oh well. Hey! Yeah? I just want you to know I believe the same thing about you. Thanks, Elle. I hear Mum pulling up. Elle what? What weird question is Camille gonna ask me now? You did say your name was Libra, right? Yes. I'm sorry, it's just... That name sounds unfamiliar to me. Yet there's something so familiar about you. But at the same time, you're not quite her. You feel that about me too? That's so strange. I wonder where my sister is now. This music is so daunting. Oh no. No, this is how it ends, isn't it? I'm sorry I was born. I'm sorry for growing up. Yeah, thanks. It seems the birds caught you. Whew. Thank goodness for that. But I must confess, where are we going to go? What did Camille do? The trail leads this way. Hi. The moon is out. I'm starting to remember now how I kept walking under many suns and many moons, and how I looked to the moon for guidance each night as I fell asleep, and what thoughts I had. Just like you've been reading about, right? But also, I feel like that's not quite it. Like I'm still forgetting crucial parts that made me more than just Camille. And when I saw you go over the edge, I felt like it had something to do with you. I feel like there's this part of me that was sort of a jokester, you know, even if that's not all of me. And there's a part of me that was really cowardly and always ran, so my only option was to go on a journey. Life is one big journey, filled with lots of little journeys to make the big journey. Well, maybe there was one other option, always lurking at the back of my mind. I considered it for a little while. I thought if there was no place for me in this world then... But I changed my mind. I don't want to be lost to the void. And I think that's exactly why this is happening. I'm sorry. I don't know if I could explain it. I'm still not too sure, really. Just whatever happens, believe in me, okay? You know, as a sister. But I'm not your sister. No! Let's traverse through this time without exiting the game by accident. I completely forgot about that avenue, and now we're going to be traversing through the clouds at night time. Oh wait, this room is only open at night time. Yes. A file storage system. There are thousands of files sorted alphabetically, each marked with a 3-letter identifier. The identifier is all 3 letters long, things like SAP, HTM, PNG. What do you want from me? Am I supposed to just suddenly conjure up an image to give to you? And still no key, you know. I can pick locks actually. Yeah, I agree with you. Let's keep looking. Do not waste my time with such silliness, okay? So I need something with 3 letters to math this. Stage left, stage right. Who in need? I am blank. Are you sure it's so cute? Haphazardly. Can't inspect that. Okay, so the clue's not in this room. But as of anything in these games, the clues are incredibly vague. Excuse me. Ah, now that's for day shifts only. Ahaha. Ahaha. Wait. Okay, I thought there was a walkway, it's not. What do I need to use in order to unlock this? So I need a 3-letter identifier. Wasn't stuck on there. Okay. We didn't need to do this again. I wonder if we can do anything. I wonder if there's anything down here. Hopefully it doesn't have to involve saw blades. There's no turning back. Are you sure? Okay, there is. A turning back for this. Three-letter identifier. What did this game originally come as? A zip file! The file's never in it. The LSA file contains a report comparing various hammering tools. Seems entirely unimportant, but hold on, maybe you take the nail file. Ooh. What are other ones? PNG. Okay. What about a DLL? I was just looking at the different file types that come with Libretta. There are two files marked DLL right next to each other. Yes! You're looking at the folder structure of the game itself. Yeah. Correct. What others? GIF. As far as nothing in it. What about TXT? Nothing. The TXT file contains a small manual. No one read my story. No one cared for it. Save me. Alright, I'll save you. What other file types are there? Okay, what about oh wait. Okay, I can move. Thank you. What about MP3? Okay, you can't put a number in. Okay, let's not do that again. Exits. Nothing in it. Okay, so we have a file lock now. Well, if it's locked, I guess I can. Hand me that file. It seems strange that we have to do this, doesn't it? But we've explored thoroughly in this, and this room is all that's left, and we've never found a key for it. So I guess we just have to assume this is right. Even though I get a really bad feeling. Oh, there's a room with one book. And it literally is just one book. Journey, Chapter 5. After a long journey, she reached the far end of the world. There lived only one lone traveller who had travelled in search for the very same thing as she. He had not found it, and was unsurprised to hear that she had not either. All they could do was wait, so they waited for a long time. What was that shake? Well. If it isn't little Libra, it's an honour to finally meet the freak's dear sister. Who is that? Wondering who I am? Oh, I'm no good with introductions. I guess you could say I'm an inevitability, or invert of short. So, little Libra, you've gotten awfully far into this place, haven't you? You've come such a long way for what, might I ask? Didn't quite hear you there. Well, I hate to assume, but if I had to say, it's got to be one of two things. Your sister or a way out. You should really just say so. Well, I could kill two birds with one stone there. To think I could give you the very same thing your sister sought. Oh, how rich. But you're a fun lover, aren't you? Want to play a game for it? Your favourite game, a very special game of Sharigori. I'll say a word and you have to look through these books for a word that starts with the last letter of mine. As soon as you find the word exit, one will indeed appear. As for the category, well, you're a smart little fiend, you'll figure it out. Now let's begin. Crushed. I'm looking for, yeah, there we go. Excellent. A short break whilst I... Traitor. Oh. Ah, yes. Now for a moment of respite. Napalm. Uh-oh. The room's getting smaller. Demise. See what I did there, little Libra? All you need to do now is find exit. Easier said than done, right? One of these. Oh my god. No. No. No, no, no. There we go. Thank goodness. What the hell was that? We got into some trouble there. Yeah, I'd stay away from there. Who the hell was that? And where did this come from? A building, of course, is built from the bottom up. Really, it's the most logical way. A person, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. Does one start with their head, or their body, or their legs? I would put the head first, personally. If a building is constructed from bottom to top, a person is made top to bottom. Therefore said, a person is more than just the sum of their parts. Okay. Whatever you want to say. A drab-looking bed. Maybe I could sleep in one of these beds? A plain-looking bed. You and I, we're both on our own. We have to look after each other. So just promise me that whatever happens, you'll stay with me to the end. Fine, I promise. You find a promise. What does that even mean? Okay, so that's a tidy bed and that's an untidy bed. Huh? I don't understand you. I'll never understand you. I'm sorry to hear that. But at least I know there's someone who does. Gotta stop looking at that. So, for a better future. What do you want from me? So it seems this is only one way, just like London's traffic schedule. We're already here. We've done a loop. CNDR. She was already treated and tormented by wicked stepsisters. Yep, okay, Cinderella. Okay, we get it. An apple. You don't really want it. You don't know where it's been. It's like a book, but it lacks any pages. There's only a cover here. We use an item. But I need more. Okay. So we have managed to find the last leaf required to complete this. But it's a bit of a tricky one at first, because you imagine there's no turning back and this keeps sending you back to this place. But if you keep doing it enough times, it will stop looping you back. As follows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And after that, voila, we have ourselves a leaf. And now we've got all 4 leaves necessary to complete this. I spent absolutely ages trying to find this with regards to vgperson's walkthrough as well to help me along, alongside a video made by Manly Badass, who also completed this game ages ago, must be said. But we have all of the leaves now, which means we can put together the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful page. Will you save your file? Yes, I will save my file. Now, without further ado, let us put this book together. You put the leaves in the book. Oh, now we have. The pages remain blank, however. There must be something else. All of a sudden, the pages fill in. Journey, Chapter 6. The more time she spent with him, the more they came to appreciate each other's company. In time they found between them that which they had come to the far end of the world looking for. And soon, that far end of the world became a place where all could sing in harmony, a shining beacon for all such travellers. The end. That looks like a set of stairs. And what I'm going to do first of all is save and then proceed forwards into the unknown. Lauren. Honorette's committee sister. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've decided I can't stay here any longer, so I'm going to find somewhere I can be. But when I find it, I'll come back to tell you. Because you're the only one I would want to know. So go to where we read all those happy endings and wait for me. That's where we'll meet again, in the happy ending. K. Ah, from earlier. Okay, I'll be there soon. All of these 3 characters have a connection with one another. Isn't K the first character we encountered in the beginning? Hello? I get it. Why is Libra doing that? Of course I don't mind. I love you. So please, take one for the team. This is like Minnie's cloak. Did she come this way? This is the place. The place of what? This is where we finally come to meet our demises. I'm not ready to die just yet. We have a lot to live for. What is this world now? Why is there a sudden gap in the bookshelves there? Sounds like a fast-paced track of the main menu music. Something seems to be missing here, and it's throwing everything out of order. Something seems to be missing, and it's throwing everything out of order. sister meet her at the library. What's this? Oh, that looks pretty. I mean, never mind. Libretta Chapter 1. From the day I was born, people had expectations. I tried my best to meet their expectations, but after a long time, long even after the birth of my sister, I realised something. That wasn't what I wanted. I had gotten so caught up in trying to please people, but I didn't notice how much it believed in the real me. Nothing about this felt right. Okay. So what of all these items? So I believe there would be more than just these items to solve. This book. Will they even know what I was talking about? Do they have any idea? What they say I can tell them anything. Do they have the slightest expectation for this? Maybe I don't have to call them directly. Yet. I could hint at it without giving it away. That won't work. Foreshadowing, like that, only works in stories. In the context of real life, it would be ridiculous. But that's just how my mind thinks. So how am I even going to tell them? Okay, how am I even going to tell them? What are these? This is too much. I need something to hold it all. I need to hold it all by using it. No. Hold it all. Finally, this helped me keep it all hidden. Wait, is there a hole in this? Sniffles. Where? Ah, now it's green. Libretta Chapter 2. So going through Libra's story now, as I thought about it day after day, no one else noticed a thing, but I was so afraid. I came to think of that as a good thing. I didn't want to change. I didn't want to just play into expectations anymore, because how long could I last like that? How happy could I be? Yet I couldn't predict people's reactions. I was too weak to handle the worst, so I had to pretend nothing was wrong. I had to be strong if there was strength, but if I had at least tell my sister. Okay. A lot of corridors. Alpha is creator. Alpha is orchestrator. Alpha is instigator. She Alpha wrote me. She Alpha is why I'm here. You Alpha now read me. What do you want? This has the right title. This is maddening. It's like I'm constantly on the lookout for clues which might not be there at all. When they said that, or was it a joke? Or did they know? Were they trying to ask without asking? So maybe they don't do it in a similar way to me. That's probably exactly why. I would think they're doing that. When more than likely they're not. I'm expecting all these, even though they probably have zero relevance. You see a cave before you. There's no sign of any life inside. We use a flashlight to illuminate the way. Proceed into the cave with a flashlight. Deeper and deeper. You can't see a thing. You can't hear sound. You're all by yourself. You began to nod off in the comfort of the darkness. But you know you must continue on. Okay. Libretta, Chapter 3. When I let it all out to my sister in tears, when I let it all out to my sister's in tears and she told me she understood, I felt a wave of relief came over me. I always knew I could count on her. I'm not sure how to explain it, but she was always able to help me. For the time being, it was our secret, yet she helped me to think that it wouldn't have to remain so forever. She gave me the courage to keep going. Good, that's what sisters are for. Keep them going. Keep them going. This book. Telling my sister is one thing, but my parents, I barely knew how to talk. Okay. Even with things I know are relatively minor, my mind gets caught in an endless loop on them. I should tell them, but how will they react? Will I look stupid? Will I regret ever saying anything? Will I regret never saying anything? It's completely paralysing. I practically have to trick myself into telling them everything. I'm so pathetic. Don't say that. I feel like that as well. Partially. A slime draws near. Slimes attack. One point of damage to the slime. It looks highly apologetic. The slime ran away with the S word. It was an experience. Yeah, because you gain experience. Libretta, Chapter 4. I wanted it to be the best day of my life, albeit yet the first I could refer to that way. But such a day never came. I never mustered the courage to tell them. Instead, they found out on their own, and when they did, my every effort felt wasted. They said there was something wrong with me. They said I shouldn't be acting like this. They said I found myself sobbing in my... Oh, okay. A single green book, like the one we found earlier. The cover is blank. Omega reads me, or does she merely take me off the shelf? Does she only stare at the pages? For her mind all belongs to Alpha. So she hopes, if she could do such a thing, that it will not last for much longer. And she prays that when it ends by her hand, it'll end well. Okay. Anything mysterious about any one of these bookshelves which does not have a singular book? Items we're using so far, they probably have some sort of personal reflection back to Libretta's story before the game ever happened. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? I thought I would be free, but I felt less free than ever. Tell me she had a situation. Tell me she had a solution. She always has a solution. Please tell me that the answer isn't just going to run away again. The answers are there when you have it. But the answers can also run away at times if you do not keep it with you. Isn't there anything, even a single thing that belongs to me? That's right. These are mine. At least these are mine. Okay, I seem to be getting them all right so far. Libretta, Chapter 5. I had to leave. I put up with it until now, but I couldn't take it any longer. I never wished for this. I wished for so much and never this. My sister really can grant my wishes, but I wish I had to leave. Where did that come from? Something broke. Okay, I'm just going to be on my way then, if that's going to be the case. Why? Oh, unless if it's in the next room. Okay, this is an endless corridor. So until we answer this, we will never be able to go anywhere. Write my name with a pencil. No, that's you. That isn't her, not exactly. No effect. You must mean your sister's name. Wait. Okay, I know. There we go. The pencil snaps in half. Okay. Okay. The pencil snapped. I was at a loss there until I remembered a brainwave. Well, thank you very much for this. What the hell? And who would design something like that where there are 6 open books within a room in which you cannot access? Let's go to all this. The girl who cried wolf. There always was a girl who cried wolf. Then all of a sudden people began to understand how much she meant it. It made her smile deep inside, and they lived happily ever after. I wonder if this is going to be a Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Any person, large or small, could be the fairest one of them all. She looked curiously in the mirror. I couldn't say it's her, nor you. Be in your heart, let it be true. She hugged the mirror. Okay, and they lived happily ever after. And what's this one going to be? Cinderella? The boy who... It's a girl who cried wolf, and there was a boy who cried wolf. There was a boy who cried. Then finally a wolf came. Together they cried joyful tears, and they lived happily ever after. It's all these books happily ever afters. I just want one where it's a very unhappy ending. The Little Mermaid. She realised her nearsightedness, but did not lose hope. She picked herself up and got used to life on land, even without legs. She knew she was better for it. This time, she would not lose sight of herself. She made many friends, and treasured them all. And they lived happily ever after. All of them are happy. Cinderella! Her sisters learned what had happened and headed off to the castle at once. The next day the prince visited her home. They gave her beautiful clothes that would always last as an invitation to visit the castle at any time. She gladly accepted both, and they lived happily ever after. We got different tales of different storybooks, and these books in here just concludes what the originals say, or the previous books say. Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. The bears caught up to the girl and had her apologise for what she did. She was truly sorry. She had no other choice. Realising the girl was just as needy as them, the bears decided to let her stay in their home, where she was cared for dearly. And they lived happily ever after. Okay, what about this brownish book? Little Red Riding Hood. Ooh. Just then a hunter came along. He talked with the wolves and found it was all a misunderstanding. They meant no harm. It took some getting used to, but the girl found out in the end things were better than ever before, and they lived happily ever after. If you played the game made by Charon, which was called The Dark Side of the Red Riding Hood, there is no happy ever after there. Oh, hello. We found a book. This book. There's something very familiar about it. Wonder what exactly. That's right. This is... Hey Lauren, you remember how, when you were little, you used to write in books? Write in books? I don't know if I recall that. Yeah. Maybe it was too embarrassing to remember. Sometimes you remember a story and get really mad. Then you grab a crayon and start scribbling parts out. Oh yeah, as if the book was rewritten. Oh, yeah, I sort of remember that now. Gosh, what a brat I was. Well, I mean, I thought it was pretty immature too at the time, to make up your own ending just because you're not satisfied with what's there. Well, but if that's mature, what does it mean to be mature? To accept that not every story ends satisfyingly, just to deal with it as much as it upsets you. To do nothing about it? Surely maturity can't mean giving up on what you always believe in, right? Yeah. Don't give up with what you believe. Do anything that you want. Except be a serial killer. I've just been reading a lot of stories I don't like lately. But if someone wrote a story about my life, I wonder if people would like it or not. I wonder if this is a load of dialogue about Libra, I mean. So probably this would be the case where we are just talking about Libra's life, and Libra's life is about reading books. Another thing I just realised as well is that sometimes the text does not appear on the screen because my webcam's in the way. Apologies for that. I'd love to write it for you. That way, maybe I could avoid the need to scribble everything out later. You'd still be writing about my life, so there's would always be. Maybe, but I'd still like a way to make it satisfying. Something that would give people hope. Like you, Lauren. I wonder if Libra's sister's called Lauren. Or like UK, or two sisters. This book is a mess. Some of the handwriting is childish, and there are words crossed out all over the place. You try to read the parts that you can. Ah, my sister Kay. Once upon a time there was a girl named Lauren, and her sister Kay. Following this is page after page of crossed out sentences. Some seem to be ripped out. The very last page just says, and we lived happily ever after. Okay. We get it. So I wonder if that was necessary for an alternate ending, because the stairs are right there. Ooh. Will you save her life? Yes. Hold on. Libretta. This book is missing a letter. Okay, we put that letter in then. Do you think you should take this one? Ah, you think it's the story of your sister's life. Okay. Hey, Libra? Where did that voice come from, I wonder? I think I'm kind of an oddball. Not everyone sees the world the way I do. Do you think they understand me, you know, out there? Hey, come on, talk to me. No, I'm going to ignore the voice. I really want to just be myself, but it's so hard. Do you think they'd at least be okay with it? Would they support me? We're going to ignore the voice this time. Is that what they say too? Is this Camille, Libra? This voice, she knows it for sure. I searched far and wide, I really did. Is there really a place for me? Poof in the center. Okay, an endless corridor, it seems. Lauren, is that you? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have left you behind like that. But you never even met her, though you didn't see her. What's the matter? It's me, Kay, your sister. You didn't forget, did you? I had to go for a while, but I told to meet you at the library, right? We should go back home to Mum and Dad. They must be worried about us. Is something wrong? You're glad to see me, right? You believe me? Right? No, don't tell me. If not even you believe me, this is how it ends, isn't it? Okay, somehow it seems like I've written the wrong choices. Fuzzy Chapter 6. Her parents, okay, controversial words, I agree, arranged for her to have eye surgery. She vehemently refused, opposed to the very notion, but as always, would not listen. She saw no choice but to run away from home, yet she knew it would not help her because she has already seen the truth. The end. Mirror Chapter 6. He spent the rest of her days miserably staring into his mirror and his reflection back at him. He made no progress in interacting with the mirror world. Deep down, he knew he was foolish to think it was real, but even so, he laminated his failings and could only dwell on what it could have been. The end. Journey Chapter 6. As they waited at the far end of the world, the two remained distant from each other. Despite being fellow travellers, he wanted nothing to do with her. To him, she was disgusting, a freak. One night, he cut her up in her sleep, and he resigned her to wait in vain alone. The end. Libretta Chapter, that symbol of the game. Libretta. I never saw her again. Huh? Well, there she is. I think we got the bad ending. Oh, the end. Oh, that seems really bad. Seems that's the end of that. Something tells me that Libra didn't entirely find out what she was looking for, huh? You did at least realize, right, that she really believed in her, that she honestly believed it was true, and yet it was sort of snatched away from them. Sorry, maybe that wasn't your intention. There's a lot I don't know about you, so I could be misinterpreting. Is this just the author talking to me? Anyways, if I were you, I'd try something else. Well, I'd do that if I were me too. But I did choose to let things play out here. I wanted to see what you could do. So, such a decision isn't mine to make. It's yours. Okay. Okay, so what happens if we obey the voices? it's yeah. A letter. Unless if it's just actually a letter. Like the letter A. Yep. We should take this one. Now let's do this again. This time, let's obey everything. Hey, Libra. And I'm kind of an oddball. Not everyone sees the world the way I do. Do you think they'd understand me, you know, out there? Yes. Huh? You think so? Why is this an odd Libra? Sounds so familiar. I really want to just be myself, but it's so hard. Do you think they'd at least be okay with it? Would they support me? Yes. Is that the way you say too? Libra? She knows it for sure. I searched far and wide, I really did. Is that really a place for me? Yes. If that's what you say, then I believe you. Aw. Now the endless corridor again. Lauren, is that you? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have left you behind like that. But you'd never even met her, though you didn't see her. What's the matter? It's me, Kay, your sister. You didn't forget, did you? I had to go for a while, but I told to meet you at the library, right? We should go back home to Mum and Dad. They must be worried about us. Is something wrong? Aren't you glad to see me? Don't you believe me? Yeah, I believe you. Oh, this time it didn't flash I or I believe you this time. Where? Where are you? No, I mean Libra. No! Where am I? Lauren, is everything okay? I'm so scared. What's going on? I don't know how I got here. I don't know what I was doing. What I know for sure is I came to the library to find... Kay. Aww. It's really you really came back. Oh, I'm crying now. There, I promised, right? You came to the library and you found me. It took us a little while before either of us even realised it, but it's all right now. And I feel like it's all thanks to you that it is. Thanks to me? But what did I do? Surely it's Kay who's to thank for coming to save me. What do you mean? Oh, how did I? I'm not sure if I understand either, but you're a very special girl, Lauren. I think you really can make wishes come true. My many wishes that never would have, to have you as my sister to be yours. It's all I could want. I still don't understand. My memories are all so judgled. But no matter what, I know I can trust Kay. She's my sister, so she came back for me. That has to be true. But how do we get out of here, Kay? What about that? If you think about it, this place shouldn't even exist. I was just waiting for you there in the library, which means no one had to be lost. Aww. Kay is right. Of course she's right. Says I never found any strange book, since Kay was waiting there all along, this whole nightmare never happened. Huh? Because I still believe in miracles, I saw a few. And the time will surely know when you see my point of view. I believe in second chances, and that's why I believe in you. Nah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you, okay? I wish I could have come sooner, but I'm so glad to see you again. Ah. We should get going. The librarian's still there. Oh, Lauren. You found what were you looking for? Libra, Lauren? I wonder if they're referring to the same person. I think that's about it. Huh? Yeah, I think so. Thanks. Even though I'm not sure how she helped, I somehow feel like she did. Are you two going home already? Well, your choice. Oh, bye now. The librarian fell asleep again. Again, I can't really be sure. Well, Lauren, it's time to go home. I guess it is. Aw. Screech through the door. Libretta, chapter. When I told my parents why I'd run away, finally finding the courage to tell them about it, we cried, all of us. Because no, I hadn't met their expectations, but they were overjoyed I had found my own, and I was overjoyed they understood that. My sister Laura, she granted me this wish, I'm sure of it. She could always grant my wishes, and maybe she was crying most of all, because she was just so glad for her sister. Aww. A game made by vgperson, vgrime. Created in Game Maker 8.0. Ah, so it wasn't made in an RPG engine. It was made in a Game Maker engine, or some sort of made by PX Tone. So this was a very sweet little game, I must be said about that. This is a lovely little game. There are many challenges and difficult puzzles in this game, but then again, that's what makes these sort of games good, because of the complexness of the puzzles. In this game, it sort of teetered from, some of them were quite easy, and lots of them were very difficult. Somehow yes, happy end! Somehow the file storage one, that kind of came to me quite quickly, because it was referring towards file types with 3 letters in them. Hello, are you still there? It's me, not Libra, but Lauren. Ah. I'm not really sure who you are, and maybe you've already gone, but I want to thank you. When I returned home with Kay, she decided it was time to tell her parents the truth, and it was, finally, the first best day of her life. But, happy as I was also confused, because that contradicted everything I knew. Kay tells me that yes, she ran away from home, and that it was the result of suffocating pressure, except she says it was her lack of courage that she couldn't imagine even telling her parents, and that while away she overcame that fear, which suffice to say isn't how I remember it, but I suppose it's for the best. Yeah, we can all agree to something. When she first came out to me, and I found out I had a sister whose name was Kay, frankly, it didn't even seem like a big deal. I told her I got it because I did, and I was glad from the bottom of my heart. But I soon found why it caused her so many tears, because in actuality, so few seemed to understand. So I did everything I could to make her feel accepted, safe, loved, since no one else would do that. I tried to keep her positive, yet even when I was worn down into thinking that maybe there was a point where optimism was no use, and so when she left, I thought it was all my fault. But with no knowledge of where she'd gone, that was all I could do for her, to go to the library and keep believing. And then all of a sudden, you came along. You, me. If you hadn't realised, it was a terrifying experience for me. It was like I was trapped in a dream. I didn't feel like I was in control of myself, and now I realised I really wasn't. I could scarcely even follow what was going on, but thank the goddess that Kay was there too. Even if she was very unsure herself, her words helped me make some sense of it all. Nah. At any rate, I'm ultimately grateful for you, because you and I were on the same page. Yes, we both wanted Kay to be happy. I wish for anybody to be happy. Not just the characters in Libretta, but for anybody. Everybody to be happy within a world which is happy. Even though that's quite impossible because there's obviously someone out there who has selfish desires. We both wanted Kay to be happy. I kept pushing on with that hope that somehow doing all this would lead me to Kay. And so we did the impossible. With my belief, with your belief, with even Kay's belief, we rewrote the story of her life so that she still had one. Maybe it's unnatural. Maybe in your world something like this could never ever happen. I could hardly believe it happened here. And maybe it's unfair that we were given a chance like this, when countless others might deserve it more. But besides just a thank you, I want to tell you something else. People write stories of all kinds of reasons, to share sad or happy feelings of others, to serve as an escape for reality. But in a sense, they all come from the same place. They're based in the author's own life experiences, and that life in itself is a story. One that might often feel out of their control. There's nothing wrong with indulging in stories that ended happily ever after, but we can't just ignore the tragedies happening all around us. I think we can help people achieve a happy ending. Their stories are still being written, and we can be pivotal characters in them. For all is what we make of it. It seems that's far more literal in some cases, but I'm sure it applies in your world too. Hello. I believe we are not alone, that people all over the world want nothing less than the best for everyone. And I believe they can bring about change so that we may all live happily ever after. Aww. Won't you too? Enter. Okay, so there's nothing else that was mentioned within vgperson's walkthrough about this game, unless there's some sort of other hidden little aspects about it which I missed, but maybe I could have avoided that entirely by not reading the book chaptered Libretta. So, hope you enjoyed this walkthrough, guys. Sorry for some of it have been a bit of a pain, but you know, that's how life is. You gain stuff, you lose stuff, everything like that, yada yada. So, have a wonderful day, folks, and take care of yourselves.